I'm going to show you a clip of someone making a terrible apology and see if you can identify how many things are wrong with that. Here's a clip. Hey there, have a sec. I heard that you've been really depressed and I wanted to come clean. In January, when you thought that you were going crazy because the money disappeared from your drawer, I actually took it. I had the IRS on my tail and then I just took it. I'm so sorry. And I want to pay just to somehow make it right. I know, you have to go. We'll talk later. How many did you find? First, she interrupts. Then she assumes that this person has been depressed, so this is probably the right time. Then she drops the bomb of the stealing, justifies her behavior as if that makes it right, gives a lame apology, doesn't let her speak, rushes some kind of retribution, and then she says, I hope you forgive me, I know you're busy, and leaves. How is that an apology?
We all go a little mad sometimes.
A little disclaimer here, those amends were financial and completely fictional, as I'm also sure you don't go around stealing. However, it's impossible to go through life and never hurt anyone. And those hurts can be emotional, as in a partner cheating. They can be spiritual, as in a cult leader misleading followers, and they can be physical. That's why it's so important to be specific on the first step. Pay attention. To make proper amends, the first step is to consider whether I, them, or anyone will get hurt if we do this. There are cases in which it is not right to go and revolve the past and maybe cause even more difficulties for other people.
I don't want anyone to get hurt.
So it's good to have maybe a therapist or someone who's grounded that we can run it by to see if it's a good idea. In this case, it's definitely the right thing to do. If it is a good idea, then we will write down what we did. That would be the second step, to list exactly what the wrongdoings were, because clarity will be very useful in the following steps. Number 3 would be to ask permission to contact the person and say, would you be willing to hear an amend from me? Because they may say no, they may hate us, they may have found out, I don't know. And we have to give the person the opportunity to say no.
No.
The fourth step would be to show up and to just tell them what we did. We sit there with the tension of acknowledging what we did. The whole idea is to get to the point.
Get to the point.
Number 5 is to not make justifications, to not try to ease it within the conversation. Number 6 is a scary step that takes a lot of courage, but it is the one in which the magic happens. We ask the person, would you be willing to tell me how you felt when I did those things?
And how did you feel?
Asking how they felt brings us to step 7, which is facing the consequences. If we have the fortitude to listen to how they may say, I was hurt, I cried for days, that will finally give us an opportunity to face the consequences of our actions, which brings us to step 8, which is now we can really say, I'm sorry, and mean it. It will come from the heart because we're face to face with the consequences of what we did. And then number 9 is to say, how can I make it right?
What can I do to make it up to you?
And then don't rush, listen, see what they say. They may say, pay me back, or they may say something else. We have to listen to see what is it that they feel would make things whole. In a different kind, say emotional amends from a partner that cheated on the other, what they may ask for is to have some time apart to reconsider things. The final step, number 10, is to do what they ask us to do. It may be that you can't do the whole thing, as in the financial case, maybe you don't have all the money, but there's always a creative solution. You could say something like, I'll pay you in installments until I make you whole. If you follow the steps, by this point, the other person will feel redemption. The final twist on all of this is that making proper amends will help you forgive others in turn. And if you're interested in how that works, click on this video and watch it.